Hey everybody, it's awful windy. I hope you can hear me. We're out here today in the driveway. We're going to change the oil on Lola, Mindy's 2012 Civic. It's a 1.8. It's super simple. We're actually going to drain this one, even though I have the tools now to suck it out. We're going to drain it. Steve's going to get the tools. I'll walk you through what you need. It's going to be a very simple process. If you have one of these cars or a similar Civic, we'll have a playlist of all the maintenance we've done to it, spark plugs, etc. in the description. Also, if you like one of these Bangin' Miata shirts, let me know. Also make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out, helps the channel grow, helps me fund my projects and stuff. So anything you can do to help us, we appreciate it. But Steve's going to get the tools and I'll walk you through what you need. As you can see, we got the car up in the air. So the first thing you'll need is either a set of ramps or a set of jack stands or some way to get it up in the air. Then you will need proper weight of oil. So it's right here, OW20. So we have OW20 synthetic. Takes 4 quarts. That means you'll have 1 quart left in that jug. So that means that you do 4 of these oil changes, you'll have a free oil change, because 1 quart left out of each one 4 times is a free oil change. So hang on to that. Just keep them in that jug. Oil filter, of course. I paid, it was like 94 cents extra to get the premium CarQuest one. There's a part number if you need it. I can cross-reference it in advance. You will need sockets or wrenches. I don't know what size the drain plug is yet. You need a way to get your oil filter off. I like the cap and a ratchet, or you can use oil filter wrench. Also, you need a drain pan, funnel to put the oil in, and a couple of rags to clean everything up with. You will also need a Phillips head, because underneath this car is this nice skid plate. As you can see, it comes off. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 4. 1, 2, 3. It looks like 4. And these tabs, you take these out, push it back, and you can get access to it. So let's get this off. We'll go from there. So these are the Phillips head bolts that come out. There should be 4. There was one missing. Dealership's done these oil changes before, so I don't know where it went. But then you just push it back. You'll see it's got these tabs. Push it back, and it comes down. And it gives you access to your oil filter and your drain plug. So now, drain plug is right here. Engine oil. Oil filter. Should be a little bit of a leak somewhere. We'll try and figure that out as we go. But we'll get drain plug out, get the filter off, and go from there. This is a 17mm socket, and once again, it's right here. As you can see, it clearly says engine oil. One thing I like about Honda. So I'm going to set you guys down. Break this loose. Steve, will you hand me one of those rags? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Make sure, as you do this, the O-ring fell off. The O-ring, well, copper crush washer, whatever you want to call it. I call it an O-ring. It's not an O-ring, but it's an O-shaped ring. Fell off the drain plug. When the oil, you can replace them or you can reuse the old one. I got the old one out. The oil, now we put the drain plug back in, and we'll pull the oil filter off. Steve, I need that drain pan. Steve wandered off with my drain pan. Get your drain plug snug, like that. Always go tight and then just boop, because remember, you gotta be the one taking it back off. So wipe this off. I'm also going to So I'm going to use the cup. I would recommend using an extension because it's actually recessed back in the oil pan a little bit. I don't have an extension, so I'm just going to kind of manhandle it. I'll try to. Steve?
Yeah.
Can I hand you this filter?
Sure.
Give you this, it's nasty.
You right?
Let me get done. Alright, so we got the filter off. As you can tell, it comes down like this, so it's nasty. Take a little bit of the oil that's on my hands, put it on the O-ring, put it on the threads, put it on the face. Take this, make sure it's threaded back right. While Steve's cleaning off the cup, I will go ahead and get it hand tight. The old filter off. I want to show y'all something. Always make sure the gasket comes with it, because if you double gasket one of these, you're going to create a big leak.
Stick to the engine.
I had one, I think it was on my Q, stuck. You ever double ringed one like that, Steve? Or have you caught it before you put the next one on?
I usually catch it.
Yeah, I haven't done it, but I've heard people doing it and it creates a massive leak. So just always take a second to make sure this is on there. You can see like that one getting ready to come loose. But these filters on this thing are weird. Like it acts like one of the teeth, but the third one up is boogered up. So you have to kind of like, it goes, it gets tight, hit it once with the ratchet, and then it gets loose and spins. What I always do is I get it hand tight. Just as tight as I can get it with my hand. Don't like bear down on it until it gets snug. And I take my ratchet and my cup, or you can take your filter, whatever, and give it just a quarter of a turn. Okay, boom. Now, if you get lucky, cup comes off with it. Sometimes the cup gets stuck on the filter. That sucks. Now what I'm going to do here, wipe the filter down, wipe this down. I'm going to take a quick blast of our brake clean, hit this and hit that. That way if there's a leak, I can tell where it's coming from. So, cover your eyes, turn your head, whatever you got to do. Okay, now that's done. Let's give this a sec to air dry. We got the filter in, drain plug in. So now we're going to put the oil in, and we're going to start it and make sure there's no leaks before we put the cover on, because you don't want to start it with the cover because it makes it hard to check for leaks. So Steve's cleaning the drain pan. We'll set you guys right here.
Run this down there then if you're good with that. You're doing a socket.
Leave it here just in case. That way, in case I got to snug down the drain plug or something. wheel is in. You should put your cap back. I'll get all my tools off of here. Cap and my screwdriver. And then we will get in there and start it. Check for leaks. We have no leaks. Always check your drain plug and filter. No leaks. Run for a sec. Okay, we'll turn it off. Put the drain pan shield back on. When you're putting your skid plate back on, the problem I run into is as you're pushing it forward, one of these, it's normally this one, will want to like not come down. Like where it's plastic, it'll want to like go up and not come in. So you can reach in here like this and push it down. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed. That's why I wasn't videoing it. And make sure also you've got one here. The tab the bolt actually goes into and this piece are split. So the metal piece has to go in there like sandwich in between them. But the other ones just line up pretty well. This one gave me a little bit of fits. Like I said, you can reach in here and push it down while you're taking your other hand and guiding it forward. But besides that, put your screws back in and we'll be done. All right, Mindy, walk us through how to do it. Menu. Okay.
Vehicle information. Maintenance. Middle button. Reset. Would you like to reset? Yes. Bananas.